Okay. Hi, you guys. Today, you guys can see my skin is even clearing up. Um, trying to been a trying to be a little bit better with my food choices, but I have not been the best coming off of this emotional high and being around places, and plus not having none of my cars because every single car is in the shop right now. I'm telling y'all, something always happens, but every all three of my cars are in the shop right now, and I'm supposed to be getting them sometime this week. One is for next week. Um, but I've been trying to get a little bit balanced. So, excuse me. So, um, this video comes. I don't think it comes as a surprise because, based off of what I've been doing and things that are being brought to life. Um, I've always been working on getting myself better. Just as a person, not only that, but getting myself ready to go back into pageantry. Um, since I have won this title, which I knew was going to happen, there have been people just coming out of the woodworks, trying to get in contact with me, trying to um, get a hold of me, trying to see what is my next move. How did I make that move? Just a lot of questions. So, Um, sorry, you guys. I'm filming on my laptop right now because I'm moving everything around because yeah, this whole thing. I'm just moving things around. Need some more energy in here. Um, which I knew that was gonna happen. Um, and not for one second that I think that it is me that they're trying to get. I know that it is the anointing, because if it was me, a lot of these people would have been reaching out to me when I was going through my roughest times in my life. So I don't take that for granted. So I know in order to stay with the gift, I have to stay closer to God. So that's what I've been doing. And I've been finding more contentment with it. And not only that, God has been showing me a lot of things that took place and transpired. So I post on the most common social media platform that we have now that is currently to date, which is Facebook. Oh, although I do have an Instagram, I don't have a TikTok. So now I have to legally get a TikTok because I won this pageant. But nevertheless, other than that, I will probably still be hidden and just do what I love to do, which is serve and all of that. Um, so I post, my accomplishments on my page, and I'm like really happy. I'm ecstatic about it. I didn't tag anyone, I just put it on my page. And I noticed that half of the people that were on my page um did not congratulate me. You could see that they viewed it, they did not congratulate it. When I put it in my story time, they looked at it, they did not touch it. um so I was like, okay, that's usually a personal thing. Like, they don't like you, they don't like, they it's not like they don't like what you're doing, they just don't like that it's coming from you. I also noticed that a lot of my family members that I did still have left on my page did not like it as well. Most of the congratulations came from strangers, people who I rarely know, people who knew me crossing by or knew what I've always done, and just kept tabs on me that way and supported me that way. So it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing or anything like that, but I just noticed that God just showed it to me and just was like, aha. Not only that, just a day ago, one of my relatives had posted something on there about another relative of mine, and they were congratulating them. And it was a milestone. It wasn't like a achievement, but it was a milestone. They were doing something for um going into adulthood. I'll say that. And they tagged everybody in it, and I was just like, but this was the same person, one of the same people that um was doing all this, and yet and still they didn't They didn't add to your post. They looked at your post. They didn't like it. They didn't do anything. They didn't call you to tell you congratulations. Usually they're calling you to support their ventures, to go do all this kind of things. And yet and still, they want you to support what they're doing. So because because of the individual that they were posting about, I felt like I needed to support that individual and not the person that was posting it. you know I still like the video, but at the same time, it reminded me of something that this lady named Cassandra Mack said. My pastor also used to say that too, when I was younger, and I did not understand it, but it really hit home when this happened. And then this lady started talking about it. And it said, beware of how envy comes in different forms. Envy doesn't always start out with totally hating and saying really bad things. It starts off with discord. It starts off with separation, pulling back. It's not always what people say, it's what they don't say. And you have to look at that. Even when you're dealing with toxic relationships, it's not always, most of the times, it's not what the people say. It's not what an individual says, it's what they don't say. Look at those things. If usually they're congratulating you on something, or they're around you, and then all of a sudden you make another accomplishment and you're like, hey, I did this, and it's your moment to shine, because everyone has moments, and they don't congratulate you on your moment, or they just say, oh, blow it off, oh, congratulations, and just jump to something else. You know what it is. You know exactly what it is, and you don't have to um second guess yourself. I used to second guess myself on things like this, because I would always feel, um and I didn't understand that that was low self-esteem. I used to say, what did I have that, someone be jealous of me? So I need to change my attitudes and my viewpoints on how other people are seeing me, because everyone shouldn't bow down to me, because people will say, we don't have to bow down to you. Even when you say, oh, I made an accomplishment. I remember me making A's on my report card, which it took me a little bit to do, to get the consistency down. I was really, really happy. And one of my weaker points, oh, excuse me, was it wasn't English, it was literature. I don't know why we had a class called literature, but I remember that in middle school, and I was just so happy and ecstatic. And I told one of my guardians, like, hey, I I got this A. And what she said was, everyone doesn't have to bow down. So what, you got this A, you don't have to be braggadocious. And it was like, I didn't mean to be braggadocious. I was just really happy that I got the A. I worked really hard on that, getting that A and studying. Whereas, I could have used that time to do other things. I was in a lot of activities. And so I used to carry that around. I used to carry that around and be really afraid of even opening up and telling my accomplishments, because it's always someone that's going to come at you and say, oh, well, you shouldn't be braggadocious and you shouldn't put this out. A lot of my family members used to say that too. And it's just like, I'm not being braggadocious. I feel like I'm not being braggadocious. I'm just saying, hey, this is something that I am happy that I've accomplished. And um, it started making me feel kind of like less than, or feeling bad, because I'm saying, oh, yeah, I've accomplished this. I need to hide things, and that's how I ended up growing up, just hiding a little bit more and more and more. And it's just like, after this and seeing that, it was just like, it's not because of you. You're not being over the top. You're not doing any of that, because had those same people accomplished what you accomplished, they will be out here and they will be demanding you to give them some kind of attention and say some kind of accolades. But because it was you, and because you went against the grain, and you followed what you were supposed, follow what your heart was, and what you were supposed to do, they're going to come in and attack you by any means necessary. They got to play it down, because they can't say that you can't do it anymore. It used to be, you don't understand some of those conversations that people will have, which I learned too. during this whole thing, that people will have conversations behind your back as to, you can't do this, you're not worthy of this, you can't do that. But when you actually accomplish that, it shuts down every negative thought and every negative imagination of yourself, and it closes the mouths of your naysayers. So they have no other choice but to join the bandwagon and say congratulations, even if they don't like it, or they ghost you. They get up and don't say anything. Um, and that's what um I'm bringing to the surface. That's what I have been seeing. I haven't been seeing the some people that say congratulations, and you hear them, and you hear it in their voice that they really didn't care about saying congratulations to you, but they didn't want to look like a rhinoceros by not saying congratulations, because congratulations was in order. So um and they don't want other people to see them for who they really are. So um yeah, don't get upset by it. It was just, to me, it was a revelation that God literally showed me and threw in my lap, and it was like, okay, God, so is this the reason why you separated me from these people, from these individuals? Because I would see that, and I would see that for myself, like, am I going crazy? Because I would be doing the same thing, even harder than someone else that they're supporting. They would break their necks to support someone else when they have someone that they live with, or people that they know, and then to support them. But at the end, they want you to give free stuff. They want you to make free appearances. They won't invest. They still don't want to invest into you, but they can go and spend hundreds of dollars on people that they don't know, people who don't care about them, people who don't invest in them, who will go and take whatever they need and keep going, instead of investing in you because it's you. So understand what envy really is. Envy is not the person. I would rather have the person scream out and show me and say what it is. And we live in a real society and a real world, and we know that when you're dealing with toxic people, especially who is specialized in hatred and specialize in evil thoughts and things like that, they're gonna be able to hide themselves more. So understand that when you're dealing with envy, it comes in different forms. It comes in different forms. And the first sign of envy is when people stag away. They fall away from their commitments. They don't follow through on what they've said they've done. Even if it didn't even cost you a dime. I had one person who flaked out on me. Who flaked out on me. I had tickets I was supposed to sing the national anthem. I actually did. And I had this presentation. It was with young girls. And it's, oh, I'm so proud of you, and all this other stuff. So when they found out that I was getting an award, it was just like, I remember the words that they said. Why do you think that you should get that? Wouldn't it be some other humanitarian, some other people that's worthy of it? And it's just like, I thought in my head, like, I didn't think of it too deep. I was just like, yeah, but they gave it to me, so that was their decision, you know. Um, but anyhow, who this person made excuses the whole time, and I didn't even click and put two and two together to say, okay, this person is like tripping. Look, this person is tripping. Um, Not only that, this person, like, I mean, it was the last minute. When I say the last minute, it was time to go. And this person, oh, I couldn't find an outfit. Oh, my hair's not right. I gotta go to the store. And it's like, but you're Caucasian and you wear your hair usually regular, that kind of thing, but you're out somewhere else with other people and doing all this kind of things. So, um, I just wanted to share that and let people know about, envy, and how does it come and how do you react to it? Because my whole thing was like, I was ready to go in, like, I know doggone well you see me. And the crazy part about it, I'll tell you about this family member, y'all. The family member's best friend was one of the first people who posted my accomplishment on one of their pages, but they didn't say nothing. Knowing doggone well they knew what was going on. Because once one family member knew, all of them knew, because But like I said, you can't get mad at it. You can't get mad at it. People are going to be people. They're going to do what they do. Um, and most of all, it's not dealing with what they're going to do, it's what you do. The main thing is everything happened. The reason why they're envious and the reason why they're showing this and they're backing off on you and they're getting upset is because you did something different. It was all because of what you did. So you need to focus on you and how to become better. And the more you start shining, the closer you'll get to the people who will understand what it takes to get to the level that you want to achieve and that the level that you're going. And it'll also close in the gap from all of those people, the naysayers, the people who truly don't support you. Those things will fall off. They will burn off like burning flax. They will burn off like burning flax. So that was something that I really wanted to share with you guys dealing with that. If anyone is going through that, just keep going. Just keep going. It does hurt. I'm not going to say it doesn't. It does hurt. Uh and God gave me that revelation to just like boom, just you know, look, listen, it's still gonna happen. These things, it was the same thing that happened in 2015, but I didn't acknowledge it then because I was going through so many other things and I didn't have my headspace to even think. It wasn't in the right frame of mind, because there was so many people coming at me, trying to get something, trying to grab at something. Anytime you're accomplishing anything or you're doing anything positive and it works. See, when it doesn't work, people just laugh. They'll try to make funny things. And don't give up. When I say don't give up, don't give up. Like it's gonna work if you keep trying and you keep working at it and keep tweaking it. It's gonna eventually work. Um, but when it does, that's when people want to start coming like a moth to a flame. They're gonna start attracting, and that is your time to get closer and to understand that you're doing the right thing. Don't worry about the envious people. Don't worry about everything else that's going on. Just keep your head focused, focus in the game. But yeah, hopefully that gave you some insight on envy and the true meaning of envy, because sometimes we overlook those people, and it's usually the people that are closest to us that hurts us the most, or people who have a inside detail of or a personal space with us. So you have to be very careful and if need to cut those ties and or block those ties off. So yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, and thank you so so much. If you do have some time, definitely look on my YouTube channel for Beldine, the real Beldine, or you can look me up at Run the Race on Facebook. If you type in All American Miss, that's MS, you should see also my name. So thank you so much.